I saved seeds from one of my favorite zinnias, did everything right, waited for the blooms to get crispy, sorted out the flat white seeds from the dark fat seeds, stored them in a mason jar, planted them in the spring, and what grew back looked nothing like what I planted. Different color, different shape, different everything. I thought I'd done something wrong. I hadn't. The seeds did exactly what they were supposed to do. I just didn't know what kind of seed I was saving. And that one piece of information would have saved me an entire season of confusion. There are 4 things I'm going to show you today: what hybrid seeds actually are, what open pollinated means and why it matters, the 5-second label check that tells you which seeds you have, and how to check that the seeds you saved are even viable before you plant. Welcome back to the farm. If you watched the seed saving video, and a lot of you did, you now know how to harvest, sort, and store seeds the right way. If you missed it, I will link it above. But here's the question that video didn't answer, and it's the question that matters most. What seeds are you actually saving? Because not every seed you save will grow back to the same flower. Some will, some won't, and the difference has nothing to do with how you save them. It's about what kind of plant the seed came from. That's what we're covering today. Here's what happened to me. I grew a hybrid zinnia I bought online, beautiful flower, best performer in the bed. I saved the seeds thinking I'd get the same exact flower next year. I didn't. What grew back was shorter, the color was washed out, and the bloom form was completely different. I thought the seed had gone bad. They hadn't. They did exactly what hybrid seeds do. Think of the hybrid like a recipe that only works once. The first generation gets the best of both parents. But when that plant makes its own seed, the recipe gets scrambled. You might get tall stems back, you might get color, but you probably won't get both. The specific combination that made that flower look the way it did breaks apart. The seeds aren't bad, they're just not copies anymore. Open pollinated varieties, you'll see OP or open pollinated or heirloom sometimes on the packet. When you save from an OP variety, what grows back is the same flower, same color, same form, same stem length. The genetics are stable. What you save is what you get. The varieties I save seeds from on this farm are all open pollinated. Each generation actually gets a little better, a little bit more adapt to my soil, my water, my zone, because I'm selecting from the best performers every year. Here's the catch. If you want to save pure seed from a specific OP variety, you either need to isolate it, grow it far enough away from other varieties that bees aren't crossing them, or accept that you're going to get some genetic mixing. If you're like me and have 6 varieties blooming, the bees are going to mix things up a bit. You might get a mystery mix next year. If you want a 100% pure copy, you need distance. If you want a fun surprise, let the bees do their thing. I wish someone had shown me this before I spent a whole season saving the wrong seeds. It takes 5 seconds. Every time you buy a seed packet, look for these words on the label. If it says F1 or hybrid, grow it, enjoy it, but know you won't get the same plant next year. If it says OP, open pollinated, or heirloom, those are keepers. Save those seeds all day long. They'll breed true generation after generation, and they'll get better in your garden over time. If the packet doesn't say either way, look up the variety name online before you buy. 5 seconds of checking beats a season of confusion. Oh, and in my experience, the open pollinated seeds don't say what they really are on the packet, so be sure to check. I planted a whole tray of saved seeds once and got maybe 10% germination. Wasted the tray, the soil mix, and the space on the heat mat. All because I assumed the seeds were good without checking. Here's the test I do now before a single saved seed touches dirt. I call it the paper towel preview. Take 10 seeds from the batch you saved, lay them on a damp paper towel, not soaking wet, just damp, fold it over, slide the whole thing into a sealed bag or container, and set it somewhere warm. Check it in 5 to 7 days. What you're looking for is how many sprout. If 7, 8, or 9 out of the 10 have sprouted, that batch is strong, plant with confidence. If 3 or 4 sprout, that batch is weak. You can still plant them, but sow heavily and expect gaps, or plant 3 to 4 seeds per cell if you're starting indoors. If 0 or 1 sprout, that batch is dead. Don't waste a tray on it. Date your jars when you store them and always use the oldest first. If you're not sure about an older jar, run the paper towel test before you commit to a tray. One thing I haven't mentioned, you can save seeds from a hybrid on purpose if you want to experiment. The flowers won't match the parent, but some growers actually use this to discover new color combinations and forms. You're basically rolling the genetic dice. I've gotten a few accidental beauties this way that I would have never found in a catalog. Just know going in that you're exploring, not reproducing. Mix them with some proven OP seeds alongside so you always have a reliable bed. When you experiment with the wild card, before you save a single seed, check the label. F1 or hybrid means the genetics will shuffle and the flowers won't come back the same. OP, open-pollinated, or heirloom means it will breed true. If you're growing multiple varieties near each other, expect some cross-pollination from bees. Test your saved seeds with a paper towel preview before you waste a tray, and date your jars. Fresh seeds outperform old ones every time. If you haven't seen the seed saving video, the one that covers the 4 steps to actually harvest, sort, and store your seeds, I will link that video here. I make these videos so you stop guessing and start understanding why things work. If that's been helping you, please subscribe. There's a lot more coming. And if you want more insight to the farm, hit the join button below. Drop a comment and tell me if you'll be saving seeds this year. I want to hear your story. I read every single one. Until next time, live life in full bloom.